Goes, you're only as old as you feel, and there are many ways to make yourself feel younger. So here was some great advice on how to age well as Dr. Roland Reyna with Health Texas. And Dr. Reyna, always a pleasure to see you.
Good morning, San Antonio.
Yes, good morning. And you know, you have had almost 30 years of experience dealing with geriatric patients.
Yes, I have. I've been in practice for 23 years now and in training for another 3.
And you say, Kelly, I've seen it all. I know what makes people age well. I know what makes the difference. And you say, first of all, one of the most important things was staying physically and mentally fit. And tell us some of the things you see with your patients that work.
You know, over the 23 years I've been in private practice, I've seen a lot of patients, a lot of geriatric patients. And you see that there are some keys in terms of how people grow old well. And I don't care if they're severely disabled. If they follow these keys, they do well. The first thing is being as active as you possibly can, staying fit physically, and also to try to be alert mentally. The 2 things, mentally, to study, to read, to stay active in your community. The key really is to have meaning in your life. And this is something that we don't do just at the very end of our lives. It's a process where over the course of your lifetime you treat your family well, and you have these good relationships, and you have these long-term relationships with friends. And when you can do these things, have these long-term good relationships with your family, have these relationships with your friends, you're able to stay active and you have meaning, that's when you do well. I don't care what kind of problems you have. You can be severely disabled, you can be blind, you could be crippled and unable to walk. You can still have a very good life.
And no matter what point you're at, say some people are out there thinking, God, I waited this long. It's never too late to kind of get back on path and to redo and rethink the way you do things.
That's exactly correct. It's interesting because we just had that little Alhambra Homes thing here. Some of my people who do real well actually live in some of the seniors housing that we provide very inexpensively for seniors here in San Antonio. And what they have is they have a community where they stay active, where they have their friendships, where they get together for lunch every day, and they do things that are meaningful to them.
And that's another important thing, is having the good network of friends and families like you were talking about, because you have people that care about you. You have people that you care about.
What you see when these people come in, when my patients come in, you can tell that they're happy. They have their friends with them. They come in with their parents. Not with their parents, with their children. The parents come in with their children. They come in with their friends, and they're concerned about them. They have people who care about them. And you know that when they're in their hospital and they're discharged home, you know that they're going into a loving situation where people care about them. You're kind of in trouble when you don't have anybody there. And it doesn't necessarily have to be family. Family's best, but when you have good friends, that's awesome.
It's awesome. And you know, we talk about, you know, when you get older in life and start running into some problems, but even people that are at even my age now is a good time, no matter what age you are, what you were saying, to start thinking about these things.
You live your life well now. It was funny, my wife was talking to my 7-year-old daughter, Alex, the other day. She says, Dad, she was telling my wife, I want to go to Stanford, I want to make a lot of money. And my wife says, why? I want to take care of you and Daddy when you get older. Hopefully not in the nursing home, but...
No, definitely not. And you were saying, too, getting your body in shape, getting your mind in shape. If down the road you are to run into some kind of disability, some kind of disease, you were saying it helps you cope better with these things?
When you're active, when you feel good about yourself, when you look good, your life is better. When you have people who you love and who love you, your life is better.
That's important to remember, because this is my question too. You hear this all the time. Having a pet, does that help? Because, you know, some people that are maybe on their own are lonely.
You know, I have a lot of patients when they live by themselves. Their pets are their family many times. I mean, they treat them just like a family member. They call them baby. They sleep with them.
It's like their child.
Many times it's their whole life.
That's wonderful. I think it's always good to have someone welcoming you home every day.
Pets love you unconditionally.
And you guys have a great program at Health Texas to help get people on track. And this is for Medicare patients.
We have an awesome program for our patients who have Secure Horizons. It's called the New You program.
New You.
Where they're offered a free membership to Health Spa, the Spectrum Health Clubs, and other health clubs here in town as well.
Free membership.
It's free membership. That's an expensive thing. It's an awesome program. We also have nutritional classes. We have an awesome counselor, Margene Hartley, who does stress management classes. We have a spiritual program where we have members of the clergy give classes. And we have a rejuvenation center where we can literally take 5 or 10 years off the way people look. And when people look better, they feel better as well.
They feel better. And when you feel better, you look better.
Absolutely.
You have that glow about you.
Absolutely.
Now, how would someone get access to a program like this?
This is a Medicare Advantage program. It's offered through Secure Horizons, so it's our Health Texas program with our Secure Horizons patients.
So if someone came into Health Texas and they really didn't have a whole lot wrong, but they had things that they could be doing better, is this kind of where you would say you should look into doing our program?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's an awesome program.
Well, you get to get taken care of from head to toe, so I wanted to let you know that they have 10 locations throughout San Antonio, so if you want to find the closest Health Texas to you, you can give them a call at 210-731-4864. Dr. Reyna, thank you so much.
Good to see you again.
Some great advice. Great to see you too. All right.